Hey guys, back here again with our Noob game that we have been watching lately. Today we see that we have a message from TNC and Yomi. This is turn 16, if I believe. So today I found out the Providence bordering Yomi and me is not a province, just a decoration. Yes, that is, I'll show it to you after we look through these messages and reports. That is where the Omniscience or Omniscience, I don't know why I say Omniscience, Omniscience mod has to take a province and take all the connections off of it so I don't dom kill anyone or anything like that. And then have my monolith so I can actually enter into the game and see everything that's going on. Next, we have a message from Yomi. RNG Bus has seen fit to bless me with an immortal hero, and I see fit to bless him for the rest of his life, and the life after that, and the life after that. As this turn, I will have called up to 20 Tengu with a second air random on a Dione, an amount of luck I have never had in the Minions 5 game, and a sure portent of my impending doom, and I should collectively be able to field a good hunk of lesser Oni undead. The Bakemono are of course going to keep running around in Pangea messing stuff up. I'd have guilt over that if it wasn't a nation full of its own stealth crap. I'm abandoning the wasteland to consolidate to nearby mountains which are heavy with turmoil. I have a priest and a Dione set to preach in hopes of knocking some dominion into nearby provinces and maybe spreading some chaos and unrest over there. Any turmoil I can spread into a province I intend to fight Pangea in is good turmoil. I have unfortunately do not have Conjuration 4 yet, which is one reason I bumped a good bunch of death gems into the reanimated fodder rather than better have death 2 summons. That's 2 turns away. Okay, understandable. Here we see battles mostly. We have Yomi fighting Pangea, Tienan fighting Independence, Pangea, of course, trying to take back some provinces, Hinam and Makon fighting. It's a battle on Hinam. And then we have Yomi and Pangea, or Yomi hitting Pangea again. Okay. So let's check out this first battle here. We have some Bakemono show. It looks like he ended up losing. Took out some Harpies though. Uh, so this is a PD dump he has found here at this point. And yeah, this Bakemono ain't gonna do well against fairly heavy PD, and this PD in particular is Bone Tribe, a rather tougher opponent. We'll watch it. Of course, they have their javelins. They're a little bit tougher than most PD. They hit a little bit harder. Those javelins are putting in some work for sure here. And it looks like they had an HP route because the commander just now died after everything was run away, so we know it's because they lost too many troops. This is Tiernog taking that Crystal Sorceress province that he was promised. Let's see what Pangea has to come back with. Lots of white centaurs, a Minad, some Pan, 2 Hierophants here. No, Centauride. No, Hierophantite. Okay, so these are both the female Centaur mage versions because you got a water and a air or water and a nature random on those. The other one's a nature earth random for the male version. Decent amount of PD here. Don't think they'll do well against the white centaurs, but the heavy infantry are. I mean, they stayed put longer than I thought. They made the Menads run away. Some of the satyrs run. Hopefully, he got a couple kills off of that. No, just killed a bunch of Menads. That's it. Unfortunate. Yeah, Pangea is a tough one to PD dump against. Their troops, their sacreds are just so strong. It doesn't matter how much PD you put in there. Now this one wasn't a PD dump, but 45 white centaurs. We know what's going to happen. So let's check out this battle here with Hinnom and Macon on Hinnom's capital. Ooh, we see a big army from Macon. He's been working a long time to get all of these hoplites. And what are the other one called? Gigante Ecodomoros. Not a lot of peltas, not a lot of sieging force, but as far as killing force here, he has a lot. And he has a pole march that has a mace of eruption, ring of the warrior, and bracers of protection. And this looks to be the PD, I assume. PD, yeah. Which case, these half giants do still hit pretty hard, having a 21 damage slash attack here, and an 18 pierce with a 17 javelin. And they're gone. Alright. And the last battle here at Dione, taking a province from Pangaea. Since the only wars going on is Hinnom and Pangaea, those are only two that we'll look at. Of course, we know that Hinnom's capital is being sieged. Here's Yomi here. Wonder if he's having some supply issues in this province. But on the other hand here, we see Dione in 136. I see Dione in 6. Hmm. If it could get rough for Yomi here, I don't know. I don't think his matchup against White Centaurs are going to be great. And if Pangaea wisens up and starts using items on his Hierophants and Hierotides, it's going to be very, very rough for Yomi. Yeah. So I assume that Yomi's play could be pull both the Dione and this army here with Dione in it to 4 to protect the temple that he has. Maybe Pangaea, depends on how defensively he's playing. He might move to 136. This army at 124 might move to 141. And at that point, putting him in position to get both of his armies together at 8 to push for his cap after that. I guess it just depends on how well those White Centaurs can do against Dione. That's the real question here. Also, you can't forget that Ermor was attacked by Pangaea as well. This fort was taken from Ermor. Not sure when we'll see retaliation from that. We also see nothing really here from Rus as well. Not really being that aggressive, even though we had some border skirmishes here, I guess, but hasn't pushed past that. So that is very interesting. Macon at this point, very, very large. Getting some site searchers out as well. Very nice for him. Still hasn't taken the Steel Ovens province yet. But with the way things are looking over here, if he can take Hinnom pretty clean up these provinces around him, I mean, goodness, Macon is going to be looking like he's in a very, very nice spot. The only thing that might hinder him in doing so is possibly Helheim deciding it's time to fight him and being really out of position. Not being able to keep up with the raids from Helheim could be rather difficult since he has so much land to cover. That could be very, very troublesome for him for sure. I don't think he'd have too much trouble with TNN. TNN's on the smaller side, not as strong sacred-wise. I don't think the raiding capabilities are as good at the moment. So that is what we have going on. So let's go check out turn 17. There we go. Message from Yomi. Yomi is going in. I'm going to try to ram a Yomi force into Pangea force to see who wins. Oh, that's going to be risky. His blessing is quite potent, and so is mine. Fear doesn't work well on berserking units, so we'll see if strength serves better. Let the chaos begin. Oof. So we see Hinnom fighting, or Macon fighting Hinnom in another province here, taking it fairly easily. Not a lot of PD. The Gigante Hoplites are going to do very, very well with their very high protection and very tough hitting troops. So let's watch this battle here from Pangea. And like I said, he moved from that farmland up to the plains like I expect him to. I don't wish we didn't see these PD dumps here. Yomi can use his gold much more wisely than this. And like I said, other than killing some minads, it's not going to do a whole lot. And we can check that. It killed 2 centaurs. Not a white centaur, just a regular centaurs. And some minads, and that's it. I mean, I suppose you're taking care of some of the sieging force. Ooh, so it looks like Hinnom may have broken siege here and attacked Macon while he was on the fort. This might be very interesting. And what do we see here? We see a lot of these Raphite warriors. Tough call on saying if these are the right unit to be massing up. They're very, very expensive. Macon's warriors may do a lot better against them. So I guess we'll have to see what his bless is. I think I forgot what it was. We see 2 Melkors. I just don't feel like that was the way to go against lots of Gigante Hoplites. I mean, because they're going to hit hard. And there's going to be 3 of them to a square. No, 2 of them to a square. Yeah, 2 of them to a square. These other units that were not on guard commander are getting chewed up pretty fast. Oh, and then you're going to have these Melkorts coming in first with the guards behind them. That's... So let's see what happens here. Gigante's getting a pretty good surround on them. Not letting them... the Raphites are getting enveloped here. I wonder if we might see a route from the Peltest that might be dying here. If that's going to be enough HP. Ooh, you see some Raphites leaving. Attack, skill, shock, defense, Vig, blood surge, mountain survival. You already see some of them routing. That's not looking good. Now, maybe because they're no, that's blood surging. They're not berserking. Oh, there goes one Melkort. And the other one is gone. The rest of the Raphites have left. Now, that was a pretty big hit there to Macon. But, I mean, that's all Hinnom had. That was everything. So, yeah, those Raphites are 130 apiece, whereas the Hoplites are 40 apiece. Goodness, you can buy 3 Hoplites for 1 Raphite. Melkort's almost 500 gold. Goodness, that hurt. Sure, he lost some Peltest. He lost 9 Hoplites and 4 Ecodamros. But yeah, that was definitely a much better... went much better for Macon than it did than for Hinnom. Here we see Tianchi taking out a throne from the looks of it. We'll go ahead and watch this battle. The Warriors of 5 Elements, like I said, very interesting in seeing how well they're doing. Very, very strong unit, it would seem. Never played EA Tianchi myself, but from the looks of it, those Warriors are doing a pretty good job here. We see Swarm being cast, some smaller air elementals coming out. Some militia chaff here in the front are going to get tore up by the Yamabushi here. It is very unfortunate they're undisciplined. Our sacred units. Wouldn't be too bad. They have a pretty good attack. I mean, sure, low attack efficiency, but attack skill 15 already. That's pretty nice. Protection 15. Pretty high attack skill. Let's go ahead and put it in fast forward. Arrows are kind of hurting the warriors of 5 elements here. Some of them do have air shield. Lots of them do. No, air shield I think is on the bless. Yes, air shield is on the bless. So very smart on his half. And that's it. So let's go check out what throne he actually was able to take from that. The Throne of Water, giving him a Water 3 Mage. Very nice, very nice. Hydromancer there. His Blessed Troops getting defense skill +3 is also very, very sweet here. Making those Warriors of 5 Elements even that much scarier in combat. Into Water Gems. I'm pretty sure Tianchi gets the Demon that they can summon with Water. So more water income, the better. Having a water 3 going around and site searching. Doesn't have anyone out site searching yet. Hope he gets around to that. No, goodness, I wouldn't be able to see it here. It does look like he has a few sites that have been found. So that's me looking at the wrong thing. Here we have Yomi fighting Pangea in the Great Dunes. We'll watch this one. See what's going on here. It's a Dione with a few Oni. Against 1 PD, I don't think we need to hang around and watch that one. If you didn't know, they won. Then we have Pangea attacking Yomi in a different province. And like I called it, he did move over to the left. And we see a big force from Yomi. Uh-oh. That's just so many white centaurs. This is not going to go well. Unless his Dione here can pull out some crazy shit, I don't think it's going to go well. We'll probably rout. Oh, he's just taking so much damage already. Down to 15 hit points. Ouch. These white centaurs are just hitting so hard. Oh, there he goes in the second form. This 22 protection is just not enough. And that's what I worried about what was going to happen to those Dione, so I'm pretty sure Pan can just sweep the rest of this shit. He lost 6 white centaurs, so possibly 1 turn of white centaurs versus a 500 gold Dione that takes 2 turns from the cap, a whole bunch of chaff. I'm sure Yomi is going to send us a message about this. Then we see another battle here. Henom taking another province. So like I said, I did expect Pangea to move in that way. He could have moved to 4, been fine. Took out that throne, threatened this province, all of these provinces here. From there, I probably could have moved to 24 and just been bouncing around, destroying these temples of Yomi's, just to hurt them. I mean, that's 1,200 gold worth of 1,200 gold worth of temples right there. It's very rough. He could go there or there, and go bam, bam, bam. He should already be raiding that shit, but he did. I guess was kind of caught off guard. He wasn't prepared for it fully. So we see a bigger force from Yomi here in 8, and I feel that Pangea is probably going to push to 8. With both of his armies. If not, 141 will move to 8, and then one at 136 will move to 4. With what has happened, possibly could see Yomi pull back 24 and also pull troops from his cap to reinforce here at 24. I doubt he will go on the aggressive or on the offensive again because he just lost that army there at 136. What should this Dione do? Tough call. Try to go back home. Because he took a 7 income province and he's staring down 50 white centaurs that are gonna kick butt here in a minute. I would be messaging Ermor. I would be messaging TNN. I would be messaging Henom's dead. Never mind. I guess I'd message both of them, I suppose. And see if they could help out, if they had any reasons to come over here, if they wanted to help, or if we could try to persuade them in some sort of way. But yeah, not looking good for Yomi. I was turn 17. Let's go check turn 18. All right. So we did see that message from Yomi. I did expect one. Okay, so we have a big message from Tianog here. Keep forgetting to send these turns are minor. This turn I'll be attacking Pangea. Oh, okay. Mostly avoiding their army since their white centaurs are pretty brutal, and I'm not quite where I'd like to be able to take them on. Yomi can deal with them. I doubt it. Maybe even with some success, a little communication with Ermor has secured my left flank for the time being. Plus, they are displeased with Pangea as well. So Pangea's got himself in a lot of shit. Let's see if he can handle it. I've shifted my mage production into Shidi and hopefully get some assassinations in. Uh, I probably wouldn't wait. I'll probably wait for that until you got Conj 5. They'll be nice with some air elementals, yeah, which is the next research target. Some turns out, though. Oh, and I got a neat little hero, Dagda, the good man, a very silly description. I think we saw him in one of the battles. Let's see, Yomi's, oh goodness, so much. As expected, patented Pangea strat, crazy, blessed white centaur, run straight into enemy, is going to blow through just about anything on the field. I'll have to try some Thug and Dione. I'll have to try and Thug and Dione, which is going to be difficult given I have no construction research finished. Really, one research point short as of this turn. Man, prioritizing conjuration may have been a bad call, but it was a call that I made. In the meantime, I'll have to throw as many spear-holding Bakemono at them as possible to see if I can manage to knock them down. If anything else, I'm glad I've started the war early. If not a war I can win. Previously, I had a Noob game where basically nobody fought for several years that I called the Cold War game, and exceedingly dull. But Ermor and Tirnog are making noises about attacking Pangea as well, so perhaps I am not as doomed as I thought. Well, see what turmoil the future holds. Okay, very interesting. So we see Pangea taking the Great Dunes back, the one we just saw Yomi take, and he did move. Interestingly, he did move east with that army. Don't know if he should have tried to double down and kill Yomi or what. We see Nakhon take another Henan province. We see Tirnog attacking Pangea. 21 Sacreds. Not a whole lot else. And then a Lord here that died to 1 PD. Oh no. That's not good. Man, that is very unfortunate for him. 21 defense skill died to 1 PD. Air shields up. Mist forms up. Flight. You didn't really need the flight, but it's okay. Minotaur smacks him, and he's dead. Man, how unfortunate. That Minotaur needs a raise. Oh, I forgot to show you. This is the province I have here. This is mine. It's where we have to. As you can tell, it has no connections to anything. Just lets me see all the stuff and all the graphs and whatnot. So we see Tianog taking 124, attempted 117 but failed. So it looks like Pangea moved from 141 to 131. I mean, I guess now he is considered to be in a 3v1. But I would have I'd be raiding the crap out of Yomi right now. Because you know his Dione cannot compete. Not with an army this big, like a group of 10. And like, I'll hit this province, I'll sneak, I'll probably sneak here. And I'd probably hit this province, and I'll sneak here. and I'll see if I could hit this province, and then I'd sneak away. And he'd probably know I'd be going for the last one, so I probably wouldn't even fuck with that one. I'll hit like this province over here. But yeah, that's how things are going. We'll see if Pangea can last this 3v1. We're not really seeing a whole lot being brought to the battle. Pangea is definitely on top army-wise of what we have seen lately. We're starting to see a little bit more from Ermor, but Hastades are not going to get the job done here against White Centaurs, I'll tell you that. Needs to take back this fort, take back both of these provinces. Wonder if he needs to figure out what he's got going on with Rus and help out in this war over here, because Pangea may just run away with the game if they can't stop him now. So guys, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.